Hello and welcome everyone to the second day of esports factions Rainbow Six Rivals. We are heading to border in our first semi-final of the day as ISIBLACK face off against ORGLESS. Should be a pretty good match. Two of the most respected teams in Africa, and semi-final matchup we should expect some great things to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see what happens here. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna see border all again. This is like the third time in a row, or perhaps more, I don't know. But we've seen this map quite a bit, and last time we saw ORGLESS on this map, it was interesting. There was some ups and downs for sure.
Yeah,
Same for ISIBLACK.
both of these teams had a bit of a slip in their play, dropped a few rounds, but came back nonetheless, able to clutch it out and get to the semi-final. So I expect both teams to really bring it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see full send, and I want to see a cleanup of some mistakes that we've seen previously. Obviously, we don't want the same things to be happening again or a second time. So let's see if they've cleaned up their act. Let's see if they've got it down this time around.
Yeah, and getting into the bans, both the Thatcher and Buckban as the attackers. Thatcher, I mean, quite expected. Armory Lockers kind of can't really attack it without, or sorry, defend it without it, as well as Bathroom Tellers or even Visa. But the Bucks one I'm not sure about, because, I mean, sure, it helps a lot with the vertical play, because this is such a vertical play heavy map, but still, Sledge can do the same thing, and Buck is really only useful when attacking the top floor side because he can open up down below. But these defender bans.
Yeah, this is. I must say, I agree with you in terms of that buck ban. I'm not too sure where that was going. I think in terms of the more popularly picked operators, you see Zofia maybe, or like you said, the Sledge could even come out. That could easily do the same job, if not a more specialized job as well. So yeah, I'm not too sure why the buck ban came out. Maybe it's just they're very specifically don't want the utility of all that buckshot, because of course they did buff Buck's ammunition to his skeleton key, so there is that. So perhaps they don't want everything to be opened up. But yeah, so very interesting stuff here. We're gonna see the Ying, but it is sick picked. Okay, I was about to
Okay.
say the Ying is actually a really strong pick. I think we were talking about it yesterday.
Hmm.
It's still a very strong pick. I mean, the smokes, the flashes, it's literally so much area now, plus the LMG just spraying down everything. It is going to be sick picked out though, so we're going to see the IQ instead. And yeah, it looks like a bit more of a standard lineup. You've got the Nomad, IQ, Thatcher, well, sorry, Thermite, and then we've got the Sledge, like we were talking about. So that's pretty normal. And on the other side, we have the Jaeger, the Echo, the Mute, Goyo, and Kaid. So
Quite interesting, actually,
yeah.
because the defensive bans were both a Valkyrie and a Maestro, both Intel operators lenient to getting Intel, but still on the defensive side, you still got the Echo, and then all of the denial operators, the Goyo, the Mute, the Cade, just wasting that time. I mean, you don't really need info, and you can just keep them at bay.
Yeah, I'm thinking that perhaps the ban of the Valkyrie was in response to one of the things that we saw yesterday, where they managed to pick up the Valkyrie and actually do far better with it than any other sort of 20-second meta champs. That being said, like you said, we have the Echo still fully available, which is far more powerful. And just in terms of playing utility, you know, obviously you can deny the defuse plant, you can still gain the information, and the cameras are invisible. So, you know, there's that. And like you said, we still have the denial operators that are picked as well. So
CCTV actually being fully clear at the moment. Looks like Twitch busy droning that out. Gonna call it to the team and maybe rotate into it. But a player currently on East Stairs. There might be a few engagements here between this Jaeger of JMS. The Thermite currently repelled up outside. But gets the kill, and that's diffuser dropped. Easy tape or the Sledge gone. That's a pretty big kill, especially considering all the utility still left in his pocket of the nades.
yeah, that was the pick that we were talking about in terms of replacement for Buck. So with that gone, there's going to be a lot less sort of ability to open anything up. It is going to be, it's the second floor bomb site, so obviously there's no vertical play there, but still, you know, you still want to be able to open holes in the walls, etc. You know, and I've seen some cheesy strats where you could potentially open the floor and just throw a grenade through the floor. So
Yeah, and well, he dropped Diffuser so early on, kind of seemed shaked the team a bit. They had to rotate around, get Diffuser back, and just kind of delay their strategy in terms of what they were trying to do at what specific time points. But as well, Mpimpi already located up outside the sandwich window.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is a great chokehold to have, but he could have been punished severely there. I think they managed to rotate out of the space in time. That could have been a great chokehold right there if he had just kept the angle for a couple more seconds.
I think this Jaeger getting ready to go for the run out. I think he knows where the Thermite is, but it's like Thermite actually deciding to back off, knowing there's a player going for a run out. It's playing it safe, but as well, he's caught or might be, you know, he repels in just before. As well, Mpimpi rushing in on sandwich window.
Ooh. That could have been a big play, but I think just having to check that specific angle is a bit too tight for rushing in like that.
Yeah, especially with, I mean, you've already down on the man count, now just essentially wasting a life there. So, I mean, have to question motive, but a double kill coming out, Sticks and JMS. Last player left live is Korto. At 90 gets killed for the crossfire from sight, and that's a flawless round for ORGLESS.
Yeah, what that looked like to me is that just ISIBLACK kind of, after losing that first man, and they started to struggle to decide exactly what they wanted to do. And that kind of culminated in that one rush that we saw jumping through the window with the Nomad, kind of just getting taken down immediately. And then, yeah, the rest of the team kind of follows suit in that because they don't really know what they're trying to get done.
Yeah, it just seemed so uncoordinated. People just repelling in on windows they probably shouldn't, and peeking corners they probably shouldn't. I mean, you can say what you want about team play or whatever, but when you just get down to it, these guys are essentially being over-aggressive and not knowing exactly what to do. At least see what they can do. Maybe transfer that as the attack ventilation workshop now.
Yeah, I'm being told that quarterfinals needs to be changed to semi-finals.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
All right, but with that being said, we're going to see a pretty similar operator lineup here with the side of ORGLESS at least. On the other side, also actually pretty much the same. Nomad IQ, yeah, so pretty much the same. Thermite, Sledge, and Twitch. Twitch, I'm not too sure what the Twitch was capable of doing in the previous round. I'm not too sure why that pick is coming out specifically. I'll be interested to see how they use it this time around.
I mean, there's a lot of utility actually on the defensive team that can be taken care of by the Twitch run. I mean, you've got the Goya, the Mute, and as well the Jaeger. It's kind of just one of those where, is it worth it? Because Twitch, we know, not really the most useful of operators.
Yeah, that F2, you know, being nerfed quite heavily, kind of made her a lot less nice to play with that particular weapon, which means taking her DMR is probably the better option. And obviously playing with a DMR, it's not really what you're going to be wanting in a competitive environment because, as we know, fire rate is king.
Yeah, and well, fire rate on the 416C carbine, it's being used to great effect, already repelling Twitch from the window, making sure they can't peek it too aggressively, but Mpimpi gets a kill on Canis and small box. Yeah,
once again we see this very window being used as a very, very tight chokehold, and a very useful one at that. Just attackers getting in there before the defenders have time to actually challenge that, and being there on that particular angle just cuts the whole bomb site in half.
Yeah, and especially when you're on a roaming player, I mean, what can you do about it? You need to rotate back to site, you can't just hold the top site forever.
Yeah.
But looks like the attack is now setting up for a take of Armory Wall. Flash is going in.
Yeah, so here comes the Thermite charge to open up this wall. And we see once this wall goes down, it becomes very difficult to hold this particular spot. We see that there is a shield there, so that might assist, but...
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult.
Both players do have hollow sights. Thermite doesn't really have the advantage in this situation, but a nade being cooked by Tsepo gets caught in the Jaeger ADS actually.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely an interesting choice. I'm not sure why the Thermite would take the Holo aside from preference, perhaps. But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and the Thermite now actually rotating around to the main hallway. Assisted by the Twitch, currently just holding the angle passively, knowing there's most likely a player on the other side.
Oh.
Doesn't check the corner, and he gets killed.
Yeah, it's these tight corners that are catching them out quite a bit here, it seems. Finally, they're able to get one back. But
Yeah, getting the player on the hatch drop, that's pretty useful, as now you have side control. If the Thermite can push in, you have a pincer movement on the player who got the kill early on your teammate. As well, getting that kill now, you're in a 2v1 scenario. You have the bomb and you have the site. Echo, yeah, you sure have it in the Echo, but can he deny it with his yokais?
Doesn't look like it.
Attackers
Fuse
are
is going
activating
down,
the
yeah,
bomb diffuser.
it's too late, so he can't use his little spicy trick. And this hatch is going this hatch peak had to be perfect, but I suppose
Just barely couldn't catch the feet of the IQ.
yeah, just out of range.
The
Yeah,
IQ can catch him. Yeah, that's how angles work in Siege.
That is such a cheeky angle right there.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
Yeah, and in a desperate try to maybe get to the diffuser, maybe do something, he gets killed by the IQ. And a great round coming out from ISIBLACK, definitely changing up their attack a bit. I mean, we saw them push for the main armory wall for quite a lot of time and then just completely rotating into the hallway, main lobby, and just pushing aside, and it worked out for them.
Yeah, being able to make good on some of the plays that they had sort of failed last time around was pretty valuable. So yeah, props to them for being able to switch that one up and you know, be able to win the fights that they needed to win at the end of the day, which was yeah, pretty helpful.
Going back to Ventilation Workshop now with, I believe, exactly the same operator lineup. See if maybe things turn out a bit differently.
Well, this time around we're gonna see the Ying. I'm curious to see how
Attackers
this is
need to
utilized
locate
because
and
I want to
defuse as
see
many bombs as they
smokes
can.
go down and just flashes everywhere in the room. Completely
Just spray and
denied.
pray the flashes.
Yeah. And then just LMG spray down into the smoke just for the meme. It's basically free bomb plant.
No, I've been seeing players quite often placing shields the wrong way around. What is the motive behind that?
Honestly, I cannot tell you. I legitimately cannot tell you.
10 seconds left.
I was always of the opinion that the shield was more vulnerable from the behind.
Insertion.
Yeah, because
So I really don't know what the
yeah,
situation is.
maybe go watch a few
I've never
Penga
really seen
videos,
that.
get his opinion on that, but I mean, it just seems kind of futile. Attackers starting to spawn in and almost catching one of the defenders on a wallbang there. Four players currently situated on the top floor, as well as
Bomb located.
one currently rappelling out of sandwich window. Seen this angle, I mean, a million times before, but it's just too effective.
Yeah, whether this angle or not is coming to fruition. will
Oh.
determine what's going on there? That's the perfect counterplay when that angle is being so well held. We seem to be going to go down to a nice nitrous cell right there. That's actually the perfect play.
Yeah, I mean, nitro cells, they have a pretty big range, and when you're on a window, you can't really move at all, so that's a great throw coming out from Sticks on the Cade, but as well Corza getting a kill onto EC... onto ECI, I can't really... I don't know what that name is of the IQ.
ISI barcode.
There we go. And the Twitch
Yeah.
outside of AC
There it
vents gets killed. Canis, just with an aggressive run out from ventilation room, gets him, and now two players are left on the side of ISIBLACK, gets a refrag onto JMS. That's the Jaeger gone.
Yeah, and we can see once the plan starts falling apart, you know, once that angle from the Ying gets destroyed by that nitrous cell, they sort of kind of scramble for a little bit, and you can see that some of the players get uncomfortable and they start doing things that perhaps they shouldn't be doing. Instead of taking a step back, they kind of
That nade almost killed him.
That was his own name.
Yes. He cooked it wrong, threw it on the doorway, bounced the wrong way. But he could actually get a kill on that Cade. A lot of damage, well, sorry, no damage almost done onto the Cade, but still sees the barrel of the gun, but not able to get the kill as the Cade peeks wide, gets the kill onto the sledge. ISIBLACK left last alive now on the thermite. He has diffuser in hand and he gets onto site with no one actually playing on site.
That's an interesting situation to be in, but he gets taken down through the hatch nonetheless. The Echo playing the angle.
Yeah, and that's the power of vertical play. You don't really have to hold the bomb site when you've got an angle onto the bomb site. Just make it a kill box.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing else to really be said there. So it's going to be 1-2 now in favor of ORGLESS. I'm curious to see what they decide to bring, if they decide to bring the Ying again, because I feel like it was a powerful pick, but they didn't really utilize it.
I mean, you can't utilize someone when he's dead.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
that kill completely screwing over almost Team ISIBLACK is really a testament of how strong and how much of a pillar in the attacking side it is, because once that kill came out from the Cade or the C4, they were just completely flustered. They didn't really know how to do anything or just how to set up their attack.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically the case. And you saw that once the Ying went down, then the other player sort of panic rushed, I suppose. They went down as well, left them in a pretty bad disadvantage, and that kind of just panned out and they lost.
Going back to their primary bomb site now, ventilation, or sorry, armory lockers. See the exact same operator lineup. Seems these guys are just so set in their mains, they don't really want to switch anything up.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to fall back to picks that you're used to, or perhaps plays that you're just a bit more comfortable with, even if you think that they might not be as powerful as some, you know, some sort of other sort of pick that's a bit more unknown. You see, usually that comfort is sometimes key to just, you know, performing a little bit better.
Yeah, and as well, I believe this is the first time you've seen the Zofia actually. Quite strange that you see such a staple operator so late into the game, but see how it maybe works out for them, because with both the Goyo and the Canis on the mute, really new to that utility from ISIBLACK on the Zofia. Cores are seemingly prepping up for a run out, and he does it.
Oh,
He gets the Nomad as well as JMS getting killed onto ISIBLACK. As well, the thermite going down. JMS killed him.
That is so unfortunate. Those are like two big plays that you really don't want to lose early. The thermite's so useful for opening up.
Oh! Okay.
Oh,
That is...
Gee whiskers. That
that was a pretty insane kill, to say the least.
Yeah, you can pretty much throw all your strategies, all your, you know, big brain things out the window. If JMS is just gonna walk out and shoot you in the face, there's nothing you can really do about that.
And two players now rushing into CCTV. These guys are just completely rushing in. Gets the kill onto the Twitch. IQ now holding the angle, knowing there are two players, but they double peek him and they win it. A flawless round.
Oh my word, that was just absolutely perfectly played from start to finish. I didn't see a single mistake. The confidence was absolutely high as it could be. The double peaks came in. There was absolutely no mistakes from what I could see in that play.
ORGLESS definitely bringing the top of their game to this matchup. Definitely want to get into those finals later today, and at the moment it's looking like it. But we have to remember Border, pretty defender-sided map with both that armory locker side as well as all of the bottom floor sites essentially being defendable. And having said that, they now head to Bathroom Tellers, another new site.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this one gets held. Yesterday, we saw a lot of vertical play when it came to the first floor bomb sites. Now, it's not entirely necessary. You don't have to vertical play the whole thing. You know, you can just split some on site, some above. Of course, you do obviously want to hold the second floor in any case, but you don't really have to play entirely vertically. So I'm interested to see how they decide to approach this one.
Everyone's just running upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem to be that way.
Let's see.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Main wall not even reinforced. Right, seemingly just so confident being able to hold it from upstairs, just said, yeah, nah, just leave it, use the reinforcements top floor.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if, like you said, if they have that confidence in this strat, then why not? I'm not too sure how much I agree with the strat itself yesterday, but if it works out this time around, then I'm all for it. As you know, I like my vertical play, so if they can pull it off, then of course, why not?
Yeah, and the attack is now spawning in, looking like they are very eager to get into these gunfights. They rush out towards office balcony side.
Well, if they were to decide to rush in like the other team did yesterday, then they could just get onto bomb site and plant immediately.
Yeah, that was some big brain rushes, and looks like they are doing somewhat the same as they now rush into the bottom floor of ventilation room. Seeing the player currently playing in half wall. That's the Jaeger of JMS, and a lot of damage done actually by the T95, and that's Ying gone. Jaeger with a great kill to Ying, taking a lot of damage himself, but still, that's a big player gone off the board.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. The Ying, I mean, Pimpy had the perfect angle there onto the Jaeger, but yeah, just the Jaeger was able to speak out and win the battle before he was able to get taken down. So that's a crucial play from James there.
Talk about perfect angle. Corza with this TCSG just holding such a tight angle onto the IQ. But JMS with another, that's a double kill for him on the round as Zofia rushes into Visa.
Yeah, he's been doing so much good work on that Jaeger. Like, previous round he was clapping, this round he's clapping still. He's a huge player for the success of this team right now.
And at the moment, looks like he gets another. That's an injure onto Isitabo. That's the thermite gone, and as another one peeks into Visa, it looks like he might be going for a quad kill.
The funny thing here is that the verticality almost didn't come into play. You know, we saw the original frag down onto Ying, but after that, Jaeger just immediately rotates off to the first floor and takes everyone else out.
Yeah, and the vertical play just... I mean, look at this angle being held by Canis. Got the kill onto, I believe, this is the IQ. As Isikorzo on the Ash now left last alive in a 1v5.
Yeah, and about to walk into an angle here held by Jaeger again.
Jaeger looking for the quad kill on the round, decides to swing wide and he gets the kill. That's a quad kill. That's a quad kill for him and a flawless round for his team.
Oh no, I feel like ORGLESS, these guys have just decided, wait a second, why are we not putting the foot on the gas? What's going on here? Let's just turn it up a notch.
Let's save strats for the finals and we just win it on gunfights.
Yeah, we'll just run out and just take everyone down. That's fine.
Oh, heading to ventilation workshop now once again. It seems it is their primary bomb site, as this is the third time they're heading to it. I think we won it twice, I believe. No, that's not possible.
Well, it looks like Pimpy going to be bringing that Ying again, so they obviously have recognized its value. But yeah, they just haven't really been given the chance to make it work because JMS been huge on the Jaeger, just getting all the frags, just running out, getting the gunfight.
Yeah, I believe that the 2 rounds we've seen, the Ying, she's died to either repelling on the window from the C4 or just from the angle being held through the floor.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
It's like a pretty strong top floor hold coming out as they defend ventilation workshop now.
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
Yeah, and we saw it really wasn't broke because it came down to a flawless round last time.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to ask some of these players after the match. I'm going to ask them why they put the shield that way around, because now it's bothering me after you pointed it out. I'm kind of like, what is going on here? Why is it
I've seen a lot of people, especially in ranked, starting to do it, and I'm just so confused as to the motive behind it. I mean, surely with a convex structure, it would be optimal to be on the safe side, or the side pointing towards you, because there's more of it actually defending you. But JMS now aggressively playing CCTV, being droned out by, I believe, one of the players. But Twitch seemingly oblivious to his position, peeks wide, no damage done onto JMS as the doorway just luckily helping him out.
So luckily they don't go down immediately, which is great.
Oh,
Which has a really good chance here, but loses the gunfight again.
Oh.
JMS on 1 health though.
And
But I guess it
Corza,
doesn't matter.
Corza on the bottom floor gets a double. This is not looking too good. Oh.
I was about to say that JMS being on solo health could be potentially, you know, disorienting. But I mean, if the rest of the team's gonna go like, oh, JMS, he's low on health, it's time for us to step up, and then just step up and get the rest of the kills, and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah, we see there, JMS is currently 11 for 3 on this matchup. This man's definitely doing something for his team. But on the side of ISIBLACK, you've got one player who's 0 kills, one player with 1 kill, and the rest are on 2. Kind of lackluster at the moment, as that is the same as the top fragger on Team ISIBLACK has the same as the bottom fragger on ORGLESS, and that's just a testament to what's happening here. These guys are just losing their gunfights outright.
Yeah, as soon as ORGLESS, you know, realized what was going on, they realized they can step it up and kind of just be a little bit more confident in what's going on here. They've pretty much controlled and dominated everything going forward from that moment. So, yeah, unfortunately, ISIBLACK just kind of off the back foot right now, just losing gunfights and not really being able to even get to the point where strategies even matter.
And look at where that diffuser's dropped. Styx is ready for a run out once he knows they have that diffuser. This could be a really big play as he actually goes for it now, but the IQ still playing outside by the bus. Not really in a position to actually get the frag onto him, as it looks like maybe saving KD.
Oh no, that's not what you want to see at all.
When it gets to
28 seconds left.
when it gets to a point we just want to stay alive. Maybe, I mean, they could use this as kind of a team discussion. Maybe the 2 minutes he's left last alive, just kind of talking to your team, getting the strats ready. But still, this is not what you want to see. At least go for it. I mean, you still have the chance. It's not worth just completely throwing in a bit of banter in chat, as JMS says, saving all.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's really just kind of showing you what's going on here. They clapping so hard that you need just a quick timeout to discuss what's going on. I think this is probably the better idea. You know, you do need to take a little bit of time out just to discuss what's going on, because right now the approach needs to be focusing less on the strategies to take bomb site and more on the strategies to win fights and win gunfights. So I think that needs to be the name of the game, perhaps. We are in the second half though, so at least they have a chance to decide how they're going to approach this.
Yeah, maybe taking that makeshift tactical timeout to just discuss their attacking or their defending plans heading into it now.
So we're going to see Pulse being picked up here for ISIBLACK, which is interesting because, you know, that's a potential fragging up that you want to sort of
Attackers need to locate and defuse
play
as many bombs
around
as
the
they can.
map. If you know which side the attackers are going to be coming from, you can play him close to some soft walls nearby and just spam them through the wall.
Yeah, I mean, especially with that C4 in his back pocket, as well as a cardiac sensor, you can't really do anything about it when you're on the receiving end of a C4.
Yep.
Whew, bit tired.
Yeah, same. I'm in the same boat with you. In any case, we're going to be seeing that second floor bomb site being defended. It's pretty much the go-to. Everyone picks this one up first, so I'm sure the attackers will be expecting that. They got themselves a Zofia IQ, Nomad EA, sorry.
Attackers objective is to locate
Stumbling on your
bombs.
words, you're so tired there, huh?
Yeah, it happens. But I mean, look at this pick though, right? They have Jackal for the tracking, which means that they're just sending Corsa on a sort of roaming escapade here to just track down any potential roamers on the defense side. Just track everyone down, hunt them, take them out. This is a, you know, heavy frag combo.
And
they
the
have
combo
only
with-
one hard breacher.
With the combo with Canis on the Nomad, I mean, once Corza gets a ping, you can just completely lock out the rotate with those Nomad air traps, but in Leventus, why lock out the roamers when you can just kill them? He gets a kill onto EC barcode, and that's the bandit's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, this is a heavy frag comp right here. They don't even have, you know, much soft breach other than Zofia, and they have some hard breach in the form of Hibana, which
Ooh,
is
that's
obviously...
unfortunate. Can't really walk in there as, unfortunately, a glitch with the pellets, but I mean, still able to
Finally
crawl through
managed
it.
to crawl there, at least. Yeah, that I was about to say that's greatly unfortunate, but luckily it manages to work
Yo.
out in the end.
See Darbo just so scared playing in Fountain there, and he decides to rotate out and almost loses his life to it.
Yeah, and I mean I think what you just said there is pretty much a testament to how this entire match is playing out right now. ISIBLACK, they're just so scared to take everything because they've been losing all of these fights against such aggressive play.
What is going on? A double kill for Leventus. Canis as well gets a kill, and the diffuser is going down. Kind of backed off of the diffuser plant, but a flawless round as Causa. It's the final kill onto Mpimpi and a complete collapse. Yo!
Oh,
Okay.
that is nasty. That is nasty.
The man just...
Oh.
He's just vibing on his cardiac sensor, but no, one single bullet from an AR into his head and he gets dropped, losing the round to a flawless. And it's honestly hard to watch as now match point, with ISIBLACK only taking one round.
Yeah, I mean we're at the stage where it's sort of do or die for ISIBLACK. If they want any sort of chance here, they're gonna have to suddenly step up their game to such a level that I almost don't think it's gonna be possible right now, to be completely honest with you.
Honestly, I think the do or die was at the 4-1 scoreline. At this moment, it just seems completely undoable because these ORGLESS guys are just absolutely ruthless. They're just winning everything.
Yeah, I mean, you know, earlier we said that it doesn't matter if you have the strategy, if the gunfights are just being won, and that is really the strategy now. It's just win the gunfights, and yeah, ORGLESS have just been winning those from beginning to end. You know, they barely lose a man. I think they've been getting like flawless rounds, round after round. I don't even know if they lost somebody
because look at the I've been keeping track of ISIBLACK's kills 2 rounds in a row now. It's been flawless. It's kind of sad to see, and really not even JMS just carrying his team anymore. You see Styx and Causa both climbing that kill ladder, doing something for their team as well, not just leaving it on the back of JMS anymore. And it's interesting to see because you usually talk about team play in the area of strategy, but you can also have team play in gunfights, and when everyone is fragging on your team, I mean, why not?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it JMS's team putting everything onto JMS, or is it JMS just being so good that he doesn't leave anything for the rest of them?
I mean, looking at the kills on ISIBLACK, it might be just that they're just not dying. Looking at the kills on the side of Team ORGLESS, JMS actually has the most deaths.
Well, that being said, the drone work is coming out to get some information for JMS to play off of with the Zofia pick. And yeah, once again, we're seeing IQ playing in this particular spot. They're just entering in. The gas is pushed all the way to the floor here. The pedal is all the way down. And
yeah, and that's Canis getting killed. Bandit completely screwed over in that position as Leventus gets the kill on him. And now in a 3v5, you've already lost top floor control.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just when a team of 3 or 4 are pushing you and you're one man and you're standing behind some cover trying to do something, you can't really do anything. You're just pushed into a corner, you're just spammed with bullets, you're riddled with bullets, taken out, just absolutely destroyed. And if you're running around and just getting one-shot headshots by everyone else who's just running around the map, it's chaos and you're losing because of it.
I mean, these guys are dying the moment they get into the crosshairs of enemies. And as well, the crosshairs of the enemies are everywhere. They're just locking out each and every rotate.
Yeah.
And that's the diffuser going down.
Can't really move anywhere. There goes Leventus at least one, but it's not going to be very long-lived. The diffuser is down and it's a 1v4. And yeah.
Well, that's it. GG's as ORGLESS taking it in 7-1.
Very, very well played there from ORGLESS, and yeah, props to pretty much everyone on the ORGLESS team there. They kind of.
I wanna point something out quickly. If you look at the deaths on the side of ORGLESS, and you keep in mind they only lost 1 round, but all 3, Causa, Styx, and Canis only died 1 time in this entire matchup, and that was the 1 round they lost. That means each and every single round they won, they stayed alive.
That's a lot of flawless rounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's really impressive. I'm definitely gonna have to give props to ORGLESS there for what they managed to achieve in that round. They did really well. Of course, well played to ISIBLACK as well. You know, you have to keep the mental strong to be able to just keep playing. You know, even when you're losing so heavily, you know, just to be able to keep playing, just to keep doing your strats, keep setting it up, and even though you're losing, still being, you know, just having that mental to keep going is important, and it's useful to improve. So well played to both of the teams, and of course, GG to ORGLESS for winning that one.
yeah, and that has been the first semi-final of the day. ORGLESS take it and head to the finals, which will be casted later today. We'll find out who they will be facing in the finals in the next matchup. Join us back shortly for that, as esports faction Rainbow Six Rivals continues later on today. This has been Kanye Diffuse, joined by Patrick Fennec. Thank you so much for watching, and join back in a few minutes for the second semi-finals of the day.
Yeah, cheers.